shockingly to some of you, that includes me. I will miss him when he's gone. He's been that great for the league. But I mean, damn. Attention, attention, attention. What you starving for attention for? When Hennessy, because they paid you to do it? Yo, we won a finals in LA. When we talk about LeBron James, that's what we should be talking about. A finals appearance in La La. That's what we should be talking about. That should be the judgment. Last leg, tired, having already won a back-to-back for the second time. Jordan, in pursuit of a three-peat, showed up and closed the deal. He wasn't going home in the first round. Want you in position to compete for the chip. I want purple and gold raining all over the city. Want to see no damn Hennessy commercial? What the hell you gonna do next? When you want curls in your hair? You gonna sit up there and sponsor and advertise do-rags? Don't give a shit about that. Excuse my language, but I meant it.
Hi, I'm Carcino.
The chip. KD's in Houston.
Oh, let's talk about
AD
it.
and Kyrie gonna be back.
No one knows Carcino and none of these.
There's so much going on in the world, and I'm just giving my 2 cents on it. Go in and do a raid at someone's house, but you don't have an arrest warrant for them. Oh! oh. Here we are. Oh, man. Thank you guys for understanding that I am not alone here. When you're not alone, what ends up happening is the people start to see that you're not crazy. Crazy is what you're dealing with, like the world you're living in is crazy. And that's the process of what we're invoked in right now. We're living in a crazy time, dealing with crazy people with energy levels that don't match up. And when you've got a narcissistic person, they would risk total humiliation just so they can have that moment, the attention. They don't care. He needed to have people talking about him. And LeBron just did it. And it just backfired because it just pissed off everybody. Because the Lakers now are hearing a lot of backlash due to the fact that they spent all of this money raising the price of tickets and people bought them. Now the ticket prices are back down. In less than 24 hours, people are going to return those tickets and they say, hey, I want my money back. Like I've been duped. So it's a whole lot of mess going on. Now, the whole world came out after the so-called decision part 2 to speak about LeBron's arrogant, self-absorbing message that has nothing to do with the team, just a promotion for a commercial to sell liquor to young adults, and somebody who's supposed to be elevating the game forward keeps pushing liquor. So, that's his vice. But when you have little kids looking up to you and you keep promoting liquor and you talking about you're the face of the NBA, it's a little confusing. But anyway, the sports world, not just myself, you already know what I think. Y'all call me a LeBron hater. So what is these other people then? I guess the whole world hates him then. because they had a lot to say. Let's listen. Now, Craig Carlton had to let you guys know, as I never agree with Stephen A. Smith, but everything he said prior, damn, was he right? But this guy too.
Once in a while, and I scoff and I laugh at the people that are going apoplectic about, oh my God, LeBron James and his second decision. What's he going to do? He's going to announce his retirement and go on a year-long tour of all NBA cities. Oh no, what's he going to do? Is he finally announce that Bronny James isn't an NBA basketball player? Is he going to announce it? No, we all know what's going on. LeBron James has all of you losers fooled that he was going to make a major announcement about the pending end of his storied career. And I sat back and I kicked my feet up and I said, you're all being had. Like, even when you know you're being had, you fall into the LeBron trap. He's not making an announcement in 59 minutes and 30 seconds about the future of his basketball career. He's not making an announcement about how he has a deal with the NBA to own a franchise in Las Vegas. And I saw a million other, iterations of what will LeBron do with the second decision. It's a marketing deal. LeBron James has a deal with Hennessy. And he's going to announce that deal officially at noon today if it hasn't already leaked out all over the internet.
It's out.
And I'm sitting back going, you're a bunch of suckers. Like, there's a phone number for you people. It's called 1-800-SUCKER. Oh, LeBron James. Oh, is this it? Is this it? Is he coming back to play for the Lakers? Is LeBron James going to announce his retirement? And you know full well he's going to go on a retirement tour whenever he does that because he wants to be lauded and gifted by every other franchise in the league and the league itself. No. This is another selfish me. Let me pull on the heartstrings of my stans, of the fans that rise and go to sleep when I wake up and I go to sleep because I am the sun in their lives. And this is nothing more than a weak-ass marketing ploy to promote a very specific liquor that, and I'll tell you about Hennessy, because I'm a Grand Marnier drinker. It's a cognac like Hennessy is. Mine's orange flavored. Hennessy is not. It is a very specific liquor. You either like it or you don't. It's kind of like, truffle oil. You either like it or you don't. There ain't no middle ground.
That's right.
Because it's got a very specific taste to it.
Yeah, that's right.
So if you're a cognac drinker, Hennessy is the creme de la creme. That's the number one selling cognac in this country. So throwing LeBron James' face on a box of Hennessy ain't going to sell one extra bottle of Hennessy, nor is it going to make anybody like it. Like, I drink Grand Marnier.
Yeah.
That is my liquor of choice. You either like it or you don't like it. If you put my handsome bald face on a box of Grand Marnier, ain't nobody buying it. You buy it if you know you like it. Now, I don't know. I can't speak for you.
No, I'm not.
Are you a Hennessy man?
I'm not a Hennessy man by trade, and I'm not going to go buy it now. I'm just.
You sure?
I'm not going to go buy. Why would
You
I?
sure? Well, LeBron James,
LeBron's
your hero,
on it. He's
your
not my
hero's
hero.
face is on the box.
He's not my hero.
That's your guy.
I mean, he's the number one basketball player, if that's what you're asking. But no. But just real fast.
Oh, man.
Aren't you the big Yankee guy all of a sudden?
I'm a fake Yankee fan, yeah.
Yeah. Didn't Jeter do one of those tours that you just ripped LeBron before LeBron even does the tour?
Jeter did not do the retirement tour.
Yes,
no, he did not. You
Yes,
can go
he
back
did.
and check. Jeter did not do the retirement
Didn't
tour.
do the tour.
And by the way, LeBron is not going to be the first guy. He's not the first guy. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was the first
Dr.
guy
J did it.
that I'm aware of that ever did the actual retirement tour. Mm-hmm. And part of that was because he lost all of his belongings in a terrible house fire, and the NBA kind of got together collectively, and they wanted to get him like old memorabilia and things that he lost in the fire and a car. I remember the Knicks gave him a Rolls Royce, but LeBron James just can't help himself. And there's a part of it, I want to be honest about it, because everyone knows I'm not a LeBron guy. Great basketball player, first ballot Hall of Famer, a top 5 player of all time. We can debate if he's 3rd, 4th, or 5th, but he's not 1 or 2. Everybody knows that.
Well, we don't have to do that now. We don't have to do that now. We don't have to do that now.
Football season.
Yeah, we do it now.
We'll do it at some point.
Yeah.
But this is the aspect of LeBron that drives people like me crazy. When I first saw, and I saw it yesterday, when they put out that video of him going out to random guy sitting in a chair, and they're calling it the second decision, which is a play on the first decision when he took his talents to Miami. You're taking a look at it right now, and he's playing into that. There's the swarmy nature of it that really ticks off non-LeBron guys. People who love LeBron got all caught up with themselves. Like I watched it play out over the last, 18 hours or so, and all the different ideas people had for what was the decision. And, one of them, of course, was he's announcing this is it. 23rd year in the league. This is a wrap. This is the last year we're going to get LeBron. That day's obviously coming soon. Then you add other things like he's not playing at all. He's decided his body's not reacting the way he normally does in the offseason, so I'm not going to play at all. I'm done. But full well that's not how he would do that.
No.
He would do it with much more fanfare. Then people thought maybe it was a Bronny thing. Well, Bronny was 1 for 12, can't play basketball. Maybe he was announced that Bronny James is retiring. I don't know what it was, but I didn't buy into it. I knew full well this was some kind of advertising thing. I thought, to be fair with you, because I got it wrong also, I did not know he had to do with Hennessy, obviously.
This is new.
I've known they just announced it. I thought it was going to be an Amazon thing. Because today is like Amazon Prime Day.
Yeah, I bought something earlier.
I could have sworn it would have been an Amazon deal. Amazon's now a partner with the NBA.
Yep, brand new.
Broadcasting games.
Yep,
that would have
new.
made sense to me. And the other thing, the one that I legitimately went with last night, my kids now, my kids are sports fans. We were trying to figure out, okay, what's the LeBron message? So as a family, the Cartons, participated in this crap that he wanted us to participate in. The Amazon was my first guess. 0 for 1. My second guess, I would have said this. I would have given him a lot of credit and really appreciated if this was what the second decision was. Today is Tuesday.
Yeah.
He is very famous for eating tacos on Tuesday.
Right, he tried to trademark.
He actually tried to trademark the term Taco Tuesday, but someone else owns it. I don't know what
they said no. Yeah.
Right, they said you can't own it. Other people own it, and you're stealing it anyway. You didn't invent the term Taco Tuesday. But to me, that would have been great if he had some connection with, like Chi-Chi's or Taco Bell, and announced it on Taco Tuesday. But no. It's just a cognac that A, the far majority of Americans cannot afford, and B, you either like it or you don't like it. And when you woke up this morning, you already knew the answer to that. Like, I know I don't drink Hennessy.
Right.
I've had it. I don't hate it that much, but I don't like it.
It's not your main drink.
So I don't drink it. So the
second decision. And foolish people like myself actually took him seriously for once. I said, LeBron is going to be announcing his retirement. This would be the perfect time for him to do so. His last year in the contract with the Lakers, this makes perfect sense. He's going to do it because it's the right moment. Some people are trying to caution me. You're giving this guy a little bit too much credit, Charles. Calm it down. He's about to pull another troll job. And I said, no, there's no way. He was like, no, he's probably going to be promoting some product. I'm like, LeBron is going to go to this length just to promote a product? I'm like, no, I refuse to believe it. Then yesterday it comes out that this dude was up there promoting a damn liquor, Hennessy. And I said to myself, you just can't make this up. This got to be the biggest cornball that we got going. So what happened? I was just going through my phone from an account that I don't even follow, The Athletic. I see a post, and I want to read it for you guys. I'm going to put up the post for you guys to see the thumbnail. It says, on Tuesdays, the second decision was easily the cringiest, corniest thing he has ever done in his otherwise superlative career. Dan Shanoff on LeBron James's liquor ad that teased a second decision. And I'm like,
epic career of both balling out and bagging it up ever since. I mean, he might be the best hooper ever, but he might also be the biggest bag ever, which by now everybody should know. Neither his greatness or his bagginess should be a surprise to anybody at this point. And I think that was essentially J.J. Redick's point yesterday. You take a listen and decide for yourself. This is how J.J. responded to the question about the so-called second decision.
Did anybody text you about LeBron retiring?
You guys are idiots.
Did anybody text you?
We all knew it was an ad, right?
I got a lot of texts.
I'm sure I got the text.
Any fun ones?
No, I mean, I think most people that text me are also aware that it's probably an ad. Nobody was freaking out.
You know, on the one hand, when you see that, and you react a certain way. If you read that, it reads a certain way. So at first I thought that idiot blast was a little aggro, a little extra, a little unnecessary. Like, why are you projecting, weaponizing, and turning LeBag's baggery on everybody else? Like, that was my snap reaction. But then I thought about it for a minute. And then I decided Farmer JJ is not wrong. For instance, if you did get hooked and you took the bait and you fell for this and you thought this was anything other than LeBag being a bag, then JJ's right. You are an idiot.
You guys are idiots.
I mean, he said as much. And again, he's not wrong. In fact, he's right. JJ's like, you guys can't be serious. You can't be serious that you took that dude seriously. He's a bag. We know this. If you're still falling for his baggy stunts, you're just an idiot.
You guys are idiots.
You're idiots.
You guys are idiots.
Honestly, well done, Farmer JJ. Well done for telling it like it is. He's like, you idiots thought that he wasn't going to bag it up? What, are you going to act surprised the next time he flops all over the ground looking for a foul too? Idiots? Anyone who knows this guy knows that that was always going to be a cash and attention grab. So don't come running up to me, feigning surprise when LeBag bags it up. Or
commercialization.
Oh my God. I'm so glad we're talking about this because that tweet, you know how, gosh, and I hate to bring him up this quickly. I don't mean to. But you know how your guy Pablo's been saying this story is an IQ test? And about the Kawhi Leonard thing? I truly thought that LeBron's tweet 2 days ago, the decision part 2 or whatever it was an IQ test. And I am shocked at how many people in the media failed it. And here's why. And to give you full disclosure on this. So I can't like just hit up LeBron and ask him a question, but I can hit up Rich. I could hit up Mav. I did neither. And my pod, What's Right with Nick Wright, is every Tuesday around 10:30 a.m. Eastern. The producers asked me, do you think we should push it a bit until after whatever LeBron does, he does? And I said, with no recon and no research, absolutely not. There is no chance that is anything but a commercial. How did I know that? The same reason every single person should have known that. Tuesday at noon. That was the whole thing. Anybody that has been following LeBron James for a quarter century that thought he was going to announce his retirement or retirement tour on a Tuesday at noon is a moron. That was not like, oh, he made us think he was retiring and it's a Hennessy ad. Anybody with a pulse should have known that was going to be an ad. You don't have to be a LeBronologist to know that he's not announcing his retirement on a nondescript Tuesday at noon. So I think everybody I saw a lot of people I like saying, oh, he's selling in, trading in his credibility. Give me a break. Anybody that thought he was announcing his retirement,
you've mentioned that. You've mentioned that.
What day and time should we expect it?
Prime time on a Monday, I would imagine. Some pomp and circumstances. If that tweet said Monday 7 p.m., I'd be like, oh, well, look out. Hold on. Maybe something's here. But, yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I don't think anybody actually thought he was announcing his retirement.
I didn't think. I will tell you this, though, and you're saying this to my face, and I do feel like a fool. I was not doing any of that time stuff. I did think that he was teasing with people's feelings because he does that. Like, it's been a move for 15 years, and it's worked. He is the internet age's athlete. And he's being a troll as a dad at the end. And I do feel like a moron, and you're calling me on it. But I also I thought it was also grotesquely commercial.
No, I think obviously the proper way to announce a retirement or to retire in the NBA, if you really want to be the GOAT, is to do it 3 separate times, which makes the first 2 fraudulent retirements.
From a television network, and they're like, hey, can you come on sometime on Tuesday, talk about LeBron? And I said, what is there to talk about LeBron? And they said, well, he's teasing something like the second decision. We're thinking it might be retirement. No, it will not be that. That I was certain of. I thought the lesson that they learned from the decision part 1 is that there wasn't going to be no decision part 2. The lesson they learned from the decision part 1 was to put out a press release for the next time that you made your decision of where to go.
I woke up with this morning. I'm going to be taking my talents.
LeBron James doesn't need this. I don't need this as a sports reporter. This second decision was like all of the other kind of viral marketing schemes that I see like influencers doing on my timeline every day. And what bums me out is that LeBron James is not like everybody else. So the first decision was LeBron James announcing he was leaving the Cleveland Cavaliers to go play in South Beach in Miami. There will be another LeBron decision one day that we're all kind of inevitably waiting for. And doing something like this, where you're creating what amounted to kind of fake hype, where you're, I don't know if you want to call it tricking your fans, but something akin to that, cheapens what inevitably will be a really seismic announcement for the NBA and for sports. It's not like no one's done this before. Tom Brady had a fake out retirement in a Super Bowl ad, but at least that was a Super Bowl ad. It had a little bit of loft to it, and it was over in 45 seconds.
I'm not going anywhere.
There will be another LeBron James decision coming inevitably. Does this kind of viral commercialization of that announcement cheapen when it actually is going to happen? I don't know. It kind of feels like it right now.
The decision from 2010.
In this fall, man, it's very tough. In this fall, I'm going to take my talents to South Beach and join the Miami Heat.
Of course, while LeBron plays coy and jokes about that decision now, it was the definitive moment in time when he put on the black hat and became a villain for the rest of his NBA career. A 2-time league MVP, hell, a back-to-back reigning league MVP who had the best record in the NBA back-to-back years and flamed out in epic and pathetic fashion in the postseason in his 2 final runs in Cleveland. That would be his hometown team that drafted him. Following a bizarre semifinals vanishing act in games 4, 5, and 6, after taking a 2-1 lead against the Celtics, speculation was rampant that LeBron might be heading out of town. But no one knew, not even the Cavaliers, what his final decision was.
They just found out.
They just found out.
Yeah.
So the other 5 on pins and needles, they don't know they'll be listening to this.
They, like the rest of the world, had to tune in to the 75-minute ESPN special from the Boys and Girls Club in Greenwich, Connecticut, to find out that LeBron, in fact, had no bag.
In this fall, I'm going to take my talents to South Beach and join the Miami Heat.
And no, I'm not referring to his obvious lack of actual basketball skill set. I am actually referring to his cojones, or lack thereof. Back-to-back reigning MVP in his absolute prime, taking his talents, now check that, crawling his bum ass to a top 3 player city in Dwayne Wade. And look, if you don't know, now you know. Because D Wade, in the season that preceded that team up, was second league-wide in box plus minus, second in player efficiency rating, and second in value over replacement. Oh, then they also, of course, grabbed Chris Bosh, who averaged 24 and 11, while he himself finished 18th in BPM, 20th in VORP, and 4th in PER. So 2 top 3 players league-wide recruiting a top 15-ish third option and teaming up in by far the weaker of the 2 conferences. In fact, arguably one of the weakest conferences of all time. And for all. So I guess it should come as little surprise that the fraud king, who is more of a court jester is clowning that decision to make a Henny ad.
I like my decision.
Oh, and of course, get his all-important clicks and likes on social media.
That one right there made me the greatest player of all time.
Never change, LeBron, and I mean that genuinely. Please don't, because I could talk about these pathetic and humiliating antics of yours for all of time.
So as you see, the most arrogant player in the history of the game, the most conniving, just egotistical, narcissistic, any analogy you can think of is right there in front of you. And his name, LeBron Ramon James. So don't forget to sign up. We got memberships here now. So the more we get the members in, the more we can start doing like giveaways and stuff like that. Knock yourself out, man. Y'all wanted it. Y'all want badges and all that. I did it for you. So there you go. Deuces. We are out.